Welcome back to Jocks of the Roundtable.
Is it recorded?
Yeah, it's recorded.
I was gonna say.
I don't think I would just be doing that just because.
I literally do it all the time.
You like just sit in your apartment and say that.
Yeah, I do.
That's cool. Maybe I should start. So
is this recording?
Yes.
Is this thing on?
So we're gonna go.
Hey, I'm giving MVP to James.
That's fine.
With Derek Henry.
I guess we can just start talking about last week's games. So, if you have anything. Well, let's start. Let's do them in order.
That was probably the least noteworthy weekend of football ever.
Probably the worst one that I remember.
So here, let me rant a little bit. So I was at the Bengals and Titans game. I was very sad on Saturday evening.
He was too sad to
Wait,
play
why were you
Madden.
sad?
I didn't.
Why were you sad?
I wasn't, but I ended up playing Madden. But
Why were you
the
sad?
Titans lost.
Oh,
We were
okay.
the better team. We dominated the line.
Well, team as a whole, no, because of
The line in the trenches, we dominated.
Yeah.
Here's my biggest gripe with the Titans is I unfortunately have to listen to Titans fans just whine
we
and
all
complain.
unfortunately have to listen to Titans fans.
And
I'm not one of those, am I?
You are not. Fortunately, you are not.
the entire
if you were, I
year,
would tell you.
Tannehill's not that bad. Tannehill's a good quarterback. Blah, blah,
He's
blah, blah, blah,
average.
blah,
Tannehill's
blah, blah.
average.
Tannehill sucks. I never want him to be in the uniform again.
Yeah.
Like, shut up. We were just telling you the whole time that he's not that
Tannehill
good.
is remarkably average.
He is okay.
Like Colin.
He is a solid quarterback, but he's not going. You can't rely on him to win the games.
Guy we know. We always said he was remarkably average in every way.
Especially in the penis area.
Okay.
Oh, he was the one that said it.
The defensive line dominated. You got 9 sacks. Play calling, I thought the first play was post Will. We went to it earlier in the year. I think he was against the Steelers, and Tannehill missed Julio deep. I saw it coming. I was like, oh, Julio's got him on the post.
So, what?
The first play, I'm standing there because I was
Mid-game?
I was on the opposite end, but on the sideline a little bit, and I could like see it developing, and I'm like, oh, it's. I thought it was post Will, like I run all the time at Madden.
Yeah.
And Julio had him beat on the post, and he turned around and curled it. And it was curl wheel.
Oh, yeah, I remember that because there was like the miscommunication.
And I was like, and so Tannehill kind of froze him, and then he threw it late, and he threw it. If he threw it inside instead of outside, and it was picked off.
That was, yeah.
And,
What an idiot.
I mean, even if he throws it
Should have ran a hook and ladder.
outside, it probably would have been incomplete.
Should have ran halfback shark wheel.
That's true.
Scramble
But-
out to the right.
I didn't even think of that.
That game, it hurt me. And then Evan McPherson, I've seen that dude
He's a baller.
miss field goals when I really needed him to, and then I've seen him make field goals when I really needed him to miss.
Yeah, but
Toledo is
you're happy
up
for him.
12.
I'm happy for him, but
For
like
him.
I saw a
Just
stat
him.
too. There's been like 740 consecutive field goals made against the Titans.
Wow.
I don't think that's a real stat.
You don't think that's a real stat?
No, I think that the person who tweeted that was exaggerating.
Hell, it probably was. But
I think
really
that was
don't-
a drastic exaggeration.
Yeah, it definitely was. But like, when was the last time the Titans you saw a field goal miss against the Titans?
I don't know.
can't- I saw that and I was like, it's fake,
Pull-
but it's real. Like,
I'll pull up their schedule. I'll tell you though.
I
We just keep going, and I'll tell you later.
it just hurt me like knowing that we were the better team as a whole, outside of probably 2 positions, tight end and quarterback, and we got beat because of those.
Well, and like depth
Other receivers.
receiver-wise.
Yeah, I would say
But
like
number one to number one, I think that's about
better, and then like
Like even
Is it?
at best. Like for the Bengals.
Yeah.
Even at best.
for Chase and AJ.
Yeah.
I think that's a draw.
I'm saying even at best. Like I think AJ Brown
But
might
see-
be a little better, or they're the same.
Another thing is like Henry isn't 100%. Everybody knew that. Why
Foreman should
Foreman should have got more carries. I like Foreman. Foreman hits the hole hard. And
He does.
And like he should have got more carries. And the second pick, Hilton made a great play. What?
I just got offered a trade. Cooper Kupp for next year's first-round draft pick.
Yes.
Fine.
No.
No, not this year's.
Like
Next
2020
year. So I just don't have anything for this upcoming.
like the 2023
yes.
draft. That's stupid.
Say yes.
You also wouldn't get
what the
somebody as
hell
good
was
as Cooper Kupp. Probably. So.
That's a weird screenshot.
Yeah, so that
Jason Sanders missed a field goal against the Titans in Week 17.
yeah, I was actually there for that game, and I remember that now.
470 minutes since the last
It hurt.
missed field.
It hurt. I was sad. I didn't care. Clay Travis tweeted that, by the way. It's kind of funny.
I know. I wasn't getting a free shout out.
I don't care.
This is a.
I was very sad. The second pick, Hilton made a great play, but I don't understand the play calling. We've ran the ball 4 times from our 25 to the 9, and we throw a bubble. Now, the right play, but like the dude, he showed blitz immediately, and like you can audible out of that.
Yeah.
Like I saw it coming. Oh, there's 0.2 of a second, and he's on the line, and he missed.
Illinois is up by 2. Illinois was 3.5-point favorites. They were up by double digits for a vast majority of the game. They blew the lead. They're only up 2. They're not going to cover.
Wow.
Unless they get they could cover.
They're not going to cover. There's 0.2 seconds left.
Oh, and they're going to miss this.
Yeah, they were the favorite. 3.5. They needed
That's
to win by
crazy.
4 to cover. That's crazy.
That's wild.
That's a bad beat. That's a bad beat, homies.
Yeah. Any other thoughts?
Hilton made a great play. The last pick, you had both check. You had the drag open and you had the check down and the running back open. At that point in the game, like I feel like it comes down to a coin flip. Like most likely, like if you get the ball first, I feel like we can go down and at least get
Not
points.
literally,
Not literally the coin
The coin
flip.
flip.
I think
but yeah.
we can go down and get points. And so at that point, you just eat it, take a sack and punt it, make them use a timeout and punt
Yeah.
it, make them drive a little bit further with no timeouts.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this
With
about that
timeout.
game. Although we sit around a round table, we are some of the sharpest jocks you'll ever see. We nailed our predictions of that game.
That
You said
might
Joe
have
Burrow
been
was gonna get beat
the
up.
Dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
It was funny though. Joe Burrow got beat
A
up.
round table doesn't have sharp corners.
Do you get it though?
Do you get it?
I got it.
I wanted to make sure.
I got it.
But because the name of the podcast
Yeah.
is Jocks of the Round Table. But I said that we were sharp.
A lot of tables
Hey.
have sharp corners.
There are
but this
things
one
that I
does
don't
not.
get, and there are things that I get. I promise you.
Do you get it though?
Gets no hose. Oh.
Oh,
I
is that
don't
one of the
either,
things that you
so-
don't
Explain
get?
it one more time.
Yeah, so the table is round.
But what about splinters?
No, sharp.
Those can be sharp. I mean, how do you think they go in your fingers?
No.
How do they penetrate you?
Because the table's round, and we're sharp.
I think it's more of a circular shape.
It could have
not
been.
round. Round implies that it's.
No. So we were sharp in our
Is
analysis.
an octagon a round square?
We could have.
No.
It could
No,
have
you're thinking
been a
of an oval.
square table,
An oval.
and
An
they
oval
cut
is a
it
round
into a
square.
circle.
Well, I think an oval.
What
An
if
oval
they
is just
sanded
an
it
oval
into a
circle.
circle?
That too.
Yeah, but no, we said that
I feel like they cut the big.
we said that
parts
the
off.
Titans' offense have a really good opportunity against the Bengals' defense, but Tannehill's still your quarterback.
Yep.
That remained true, and then we also said Joe Burrow was going to get beat up by the Titans' defensive line. They had 9 sacks. Is that right?
9 sacks, yeah.
Maybe
they
even
sh-
9.5,
Maybe they
you
should have
never
gotten
know.
less sacks.
That's what Vrabel said
That's
in the
what
press
Vrabel
conference.
said.
We should have had less sacks.
And more turnovers and like
Yeah.
force
Or less turnovers, depending on how you view turnovers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Force more. Force more.
Well, I would
Closer
say that
turnover margin.
Tannehill forced a couple of those turnovers.
On the defense side, forced
Yeah.
turnovers on that.
No, the
Make the
defense,
Bengals
the defense
turn the
only had
ball over.
one forced turnover.
Yeah.
Good.
Should've
That was
been more.
Hilton's awesome play.
Yeah, he did. And that was an awesome play. Like I'm not hating on that decision.
Not
It's
going
just
well so
like,
far.
You know,
Do we want to go to the Bucks Rams game?
That's in.
No, the next game was the 49ers
No.
Packers.
49ers Packers.
I can't
Ugh.
remember the order
Let's
whenever
just.
games happen.
They were a bunch of fudge packers out there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay.
I mean, after that, like, flawless touchdown drive to start the game, they're Aaron Rodgers and their offense, I think, stunk the remainder of the game. Just stunk. And, like, everyone's blaming their special teams and stuff. It's like, dude, you got 6 points out of the MVP.
That's fair.
I'm sorry.
They only gave up one offensive touchdown.
No, Packers' defense played great.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if
But when
they
you have
had-
the MVP at quarterback, you can't score one touchdown.
That's
At
fair.
home,
I agree.
As the 1 seed,
But if you have just
you didn't
an
lose
average,
because of special teams. You lost because your MVP quarterback did not play like an MVP quarterback.
if you have an average special teams unit, you win that game still.
Yeah. Well, if you have an average I mean, if your quarterback plays average.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. But
A lot of people have
they've
been
had
saying,
the worst special teams all season.
Does
so
Ryan
it's not
Tannehill
gonna
win that
shock.
game? Probably.
No, I don't think he would.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
They wouldn't have scored any points.
That's true.
I mean, we're hating on a guy that you hate.
I don't hate him.
And you know what
I
I
just
just
think
thought
as a
about?
If you
quarterback.
saw him
I
tomorrow,
think he's remarkably average.
would you punch him?
You know what I just thought about?
What?
Talking about Hitler.
I think that Kevin James movie made Sean Payton retire.
You think so?
Maybe. Maybe they're just going to get Kevin James to be Sean Payton and
They
coach.
might.
That way he's still the coach.
Yeah, still.
Kinda.
Because they're the same person.
Some people are saying
They look the
actually,
exact same.
I don't know if
Identical.
y'all heard this or not. A lot of people in important circles are saying that Daniel Day-Lewis has actually been retired and been doing a character study of Sean Payton for the movie based on the 2006 season. He'll come out of retirement and as an actor one more time to play Sean Payton.
Yeah, but he should be in.
Why wouldn't Kevin
It
James?
should be in The Northman.
He should be in The Northman.
Why wouldn't
the
Kevin
movie
James
would be
just
better.
be him again? He
Because
already,
Daniel
he already
Day-Lewis.
didn't lose the weight for it.
Yeah, but Daniel Day-Lewis, he played Abraham Lincoln.
What does that have to do with anything? So he can't play anymore. He can't act.
He took his ball and went home.
He just retired. He went out on
I'm just
top.
saying, if he did a good job being Abraham Lincoln, he's not an actor anymore. He's dead.
That's
He went on top.
Look at that.
He went out on top
Damn
being
it.
the greatest actor maybe ever.
Well,
Yeah, maybe. I haven't seen that one movie.
There Will Be Blood.
There Will Be
You gotta
Blood.
watch it.
will there be though?
Gangs in New York.
Allegedly. I need to watch that.
Will there be though?
He'll drink your milkshake.
That
Go!
sounds like
Is
a
that a
sexual innuendo.
And there will be blood.
I know.
He drank the Riddler's
I've-
milkshake.
Bro, I might
seen
snag a
that,
milkshake on the
I've
way
seen
home
a clip
today.
of that.
Speaking
Okay.
of milkshakes, great milkshake in Nashville. Mike's Ice Cream Cookies. And
Yes.
Cream.
Yes.
Mike's is great.
No free
So,
shipping.
uh,
So.
Well, they gave me a
They gave him a milkshake.
But did you pay them for it?
I didn't pay him anything. So
I wonder what Mike's last name
I'm
is.
saying I went in there and
Milkshake.
made a milkshake myself and stole it. So come to my
I thought it was
milkshake.
Like
Bar.
milkshake.
Mike
milkshake bar.
Litteris.
Anyway,
Bro.
yeah. So here's the thing.
You're not gonna say anything about that joke?
Let's talk about a deep cut here.
My joke
You
is way
said
better. Round table.
I said Mike Litteris.
Oh. I was just.
What were you gonna say?
So no, there was this thing that Dylan and
Ball.
I were looking at work. It was like the best things for like Western, Eastern, Central, and Southern Tennessee or something. It was stupid. Like, yeah, right.
Why
Middle
was it divided
Tennessee.
up like that?
I don't know. Middle Tennessee's biggest attraction was Nashville.
So
it was just
a
Nashville.
city.
I said
A
I said
city.
the Opry Hotel, and Dylan's like, think bigger. I'm like
The entire city of Nashville.
Nashville, but the milkshake
It's a vacation
was
spot.
legendary milkshake bar.
I've
Like
heard
I
of
haven't.
that.
I've
You ever
never-
heard of that?
No.
Not very legendary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge
Barbecue
fan
was
of it.
Martin's. I
You
was the
wanna
only
know-
one that got right. And I just was like Martin's.
Really?
Just to say
Martin's.
It's Martin's. I would think Martin's Edley or Central.
Edley's isn't as good.
Edley. No, I don't think so either. But those would be the
They have
three
better
options.
mac and cheese though.
What about your?
Is it
mom?
bad to unfollow somebody because you're tired of seeing pictures of their kid?
No, I do it all
No.
the time. I do it the second girls get engaged.
You know what
Are you
New
about to do
York's
that,
biggest
too?
attraction is?
I don't follow her. I follow John Alex though. New York's biggest attraction?
Yeah, like the state.
Will Sass?
No, Niagara.
Well,
Empire-
yeah,
Empire
but
Niagara
State
Falls?
Building?
The city of New York because
Well, you
it's
said
actually
state.
it's actually
You said
the
state.
no like the city of New York takes up the whole state of New York.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
So what is it?
it's the city of New York.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
I got you.
I was gonna say
Okay,
Niagara
Bucks
Falls.
Rams.
Bucks Rams. Really boring until the end.
That's true. Very exciting at the end.
Might have been
Yeah.
the last time we see Tom Brady.
Might have been. I
It
think
could
that's
be.
what we should talk about entirely, and
Hold
not
up.
the game.
No.
Okay, we're gonna talk.
I do want to talk about the game. I want you to think. Let's think back to when did this era of when would you say this era of football began? Rule changes to really benefit offense.
I'd say like
when Peyton Manning went to the Broncos.
14. See, I still think it
I
was
think it's
I don't know.
around
In
like the
in
mid.
in 14, the Legion of Boom was still there, and in 15, you still had the no-fly zone. Like you could still beat people up.
Maybe
I was
16,
thinking
17.
18.
You would say 18.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't remember exactly that.
How does it feel to be that
Yeah.
long?
I was like 2 or 3 years off, man. That's not that bad.
Like the last half of the 10s.
13.
I would say that's
I
when
said 14.
sometime in there.
I didn't say a number.
18 was that? Who was in the Super Bowl in 18?
Patriots Rams.
Yo, mama.
I would say 18 because that's the
Yeah,
year when
yeah, that's
when
fine.
That was a
Mahomes and
great
McVay
defensive
kind of
game,
started
though.
going. But that year was all the offense, McVay and Mahomes' first year.
September 08. You get it?
No.
The other guys, dude. That's pop.
His first desk
Do you think it was when
Most
Rodgers
recent.
broke his collarbone?
No.
I know that was a long time ago, but that's kind of like when they started wanting to protect the quarterbacks a lot more.
Yeah. Well, what I was gonna say is, so like, I'm more meaning, I guess, like them, all the motioning, getting the ball out so
I think
fast,
it was 18.
all that stuff. Do you think there's another player, another front seven player in the history of the NFL that could put up Aaron Donald numbers in this era of getting the ball out fast? Like, think of front seven guys: Bruce Smith,
I think of
Reggie
Lawrence
White,
Taylor.
all of them.
Lawrence Taylor, but he's more of an edge, which is
I mean, he's still a front seven.
yeah. I would say he could be in that category.
Aaron Donald's just so quick.
and
I don't know if anyone's ever
strong
been
at
that
the same
quick.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And plays
like
On the ball.
interior
Center
D-line.
out.
Yeah,
the thing with Taylor.
Plays everywhere. Yeah.
Taylor was he was really the fifth guy on the D line.
yeah.
He was always like the edge backer.
Yeah.
So it was him up against tight ends a lot.
You think
I'm
if
not taking
J.J.
away
Watt
from-
was 10 years younger?
No. J.J. Watt has never been that vicious,
Yeah.
I'll say.
I mean, I think Reggie White probably.
White's probably up
I
there.
mean, he's like
He's fast.
arguably the best defensive lineman.
Could you
of all
say?
time.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say straight end that couldn't do it. I don't think.
I'm just trying to think of anybody that played interior line that.
No, I think Donald's
Just
the
let
best
him-
interior.
Well, because it
defensive
used to
lineman
just be a
we've ever seen.
space eater kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Well, and
Just,
also,
just
run
make a
stopper.
clog of people.
what I also want you to think about is to be able to chase around
Yeah.
the quarterbacks
Yeah.
that they're having to chase too.
They're this
I don't
athletic.
think
Alan
there's-
Page.
I don't know if he could chase them around.
I don't know if
I mean,
there's
he was a
somebody
quicker
like
interior D
Donald.
lineman.
Like, I don't know
But
if
he
there's
wasn't
ever been
strong.
somebody like that.
Auburn, Missouri, tight half.
It's already half.
They started earlier.
Reason I asked,
Our game started at 8.
everybody says
Auburn, Missouri
Oh.
started at 7.
I thought you were talking about this game. I'm like,
that the Bills and Chiefs was the Super Bowl, which I think is asinine. It's the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody can.
no, it was the divisional round.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they
so
literally-
Yeah, I watched it. It was the divisional round.
My
I know
question
for-
is-
they're both in the AFC. How could it be?
I assume that the 49ers will lose to the Rams. Like, it's hard to beat somebody 3 times.
7
right?
times.
Have they beat him twice?
7.
I think they beat
It'd
them
be in
twice.
6 times in a
Shanahan's
row.
6-0
But
against McVay.
and there's probably, and I know there's a stat, but like, I think it's different with divisional teams. But typically, whoever wins the regular season matchup,
It goes the other
I feel
way.
like they lose a lot,
Yeah.
with the exception of like the Steelers this year.
Yeah, usually.
Oh my goodness.
I think the Rams definitely have the best chance to do exactly what the Bucks did last year to
I
the
mean,
Chiefs.
they've got
Because
the rush. The
person
pass
by
rushers.
person, they are better in the front four
Defensively.
than the Bucks.
Well,
are.
they've got maybe the best interior defensive lineman of all time. And
And
Von
they've
Miller.
got 2
and
number
Von
And you
ones.
Miller.
got a
and
Hall of
Leonard
Famer in
Floyd.
Von Miller, and then you got Leonard Floyd.
Leonard Floyd's a really
And
good
then-
pass rusher.
And then also you have
You got
Jalen
like the
Ramsey.
best corner in the
Yeah.
last decade, probably.
Yeah.
You got a 100-year-old at safety. Doesn't know the new rules of football.
Yeah.
That didn't actually adversely affect them very much.
So here's the other thing. I saw a conversation about this today. People are talking about rule changes, and we'll get more into that, I guess. We'll probably talk about how people talked about it and how we all disagree
Talk
with it when it
about
comes to Bills, Chiefs, and overtime
Yeah.
rules. If they're going to change a rule, and it's not really a rule, but do they tweak the rule that happened at the end of the Bucks-Rams game where the the play was over, and so that hit doesn't affect that play; it affects the next play. What's to stop?
I mean, that does make
Hold on.
sense.
So if you don't care about the 15 yards, like not saying that he didn't, but overall, if you just say I don't care about the 15 yards, I've got a free shot at the quarterback because the play's dead, and we don't turn it over on a fourth down, once the ball hits the ground, why not have someone take the quarterback's head off? You keep the ball.
I mean,
If you're winning the game,
if that happened to a quarterback, I feel like they might view it
I think that
differently.
opens the window for that to happen now.
I know. I'm just saying, like, if that did
starts
happen,
happening,
I
there will
think
be
they would
something
change
happening.
it.
You don't think they jump out ahead of it?
No.
Because I've seen more than one conversation
I've
about
just never
why not
seen
just
that.
kill the quarterback once the play's dead at the end of the game when you're trying to prevent a big comeback. A quarterback like a Mahomes or a Josh Allen that can score really, really fast, you don't have the threat of a comeback anymore. Just something to think about.
I don't know. That's
Something to think about.
interesting, yeah.
It would just be fun. It would be funny to me if the rule change that came out of this weekend was that and not the overtime rules.
Yeah.
See, I don't.
However, I just want to say however because
We'll talk about the overtime rules in a second. I'm sure.
Is there anything else?
that was an all-time
Because
however.
we haven't really talked about
Brady-
The referee dropping that however and saying personal foul, defense.
Well,
this.
he said
However-
and like although or something. He said like another
Yeah.
word.
However,
Like transition
although
word.
there was
Therefore, he
roughing-
dropped a therefore.
Who is
Therefore,
this
yeah.
new phone number?
That's me.
Scroll up. I told you it was.
Yeah. Good grief.
Yeah, just scroll up.
It's Raul Johnson.
Any
Yeah, it was a
actual,
great game.
yeah.
The thing to think about that could have been, there's a chance. So ask whoever watched Tom Brady play football. Went out like a baller.
Yeah, I mean, he brought him back.
Down by
24.
3 scores. Bring your team back.
Yeah, it's awesome.
As somebody who has probably watched more Tom Brady than anybody that doesn't live in New England, I will be very, very sad.
Tom
It's
Brady
gonna
doesn't.
be a-
Tom Brady doesn't live in New England.
I will.
Watch a lot of film,
He did.
Yeah.
He did live in New
But,
England.
he
but not
did.
anymore though.
Yeah.
I was very sad when Jules retired.
Yeah.
I will be more sad because that also means Gronk's probably retiring.
Gronk is
I mean,
100% retiring.
He's
Tom
been the
retires.
face of the NFL for 20 years.
I wouldn't say 20 years. but
15 years.
I would.
I'm
I'd
gonna
say
be
14
honest.
at the most.
12 to 15 years.
I mean, it's been him and it was him and Manning, and then it was him.
I would say 11 to 14.
I
at the
saw
most.
that, and then it was like my phone skipped to that.
No.
I didn't even see Baca's slapping the meat.
I mean, yeah, like not 20 years. He hasn't been the face since he
Okay,
came in
that's
the
better.
league, but the past 12 to 15 years, like it's been him and
Come on,
one other guy.
get the ball.
But yeah, you know,
And
it's
it's the GOAT.
a
like,
bummer. It is a bummer. And he's the greatest quarterback ever. I think saying the greatest NFL player ever is really hard.
He's top 5.
Because there's just every position is so
Yeah.
different.
But definitely the best quarterback ever. And nobody will ever be better. Like, I feel very
I don't
confident
think,
in saying
you
that.
won't be able to make an argument because of the way.
the stats
Yeah.
now are going to be skewed with an extra game and the fact that you can't play defense. Like Tom did it in every era.
Did it consistently in every era.
He didn't do
Yeah.
it in like.
He didn't do it when they literally murdered other humans on the field. But
Well, Ray Lewis off the field, but still.
But you could hit people over the middle,
yeah.
play physical outside.
And I'm not
Quarterbacks
saying
get that
saying
protection.
that like some guys. I'm not saying that quarterbacks today couldn't do it back then, but their stats
But they
would not
didn't.
be.
yeah.
Yeah.
If the game was different, because that was back when you had a workhorse at running back too, for the most part. Like,
The
game's just completely different.
It's just so different, and so, and I mean, like who's the person that's probably that would threaten him? I mean, Mahomes, who has one now, has a good chance at 2. He got his ass kicked by Tom Brady when their teams were
By
even.
43-year-old Tom Brady.
When their team, that's the thing. Like, first of all, the 18 Chiefs team and the 18 Patriots team, the Chiefs team, the team was infinitely better. It's just Tom is that much better of a quarterback than Mahomes,
Yeah.
I agree.
and so, if you had like
At that point, who's to say that?
sure,
Mahomes could-
if you had the
at some point.
if you had the 16
point, yeah.
team, the 17 team, the 15 team, the 14 team,
Pretty much any other
the
team.
2011 team, the 2007 team, they'd beat the Chiefs by 2 scores, and it wouldn't be close.
No.
If you had the 07 team where you could beat up receivers, Tyreek Hill would be hurt at halftime more than likely.
Oh, he'd get a dose
And
of
so-
his own medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Punch him in the chest.
And so
Break his
let's
arm.
just, and then let's also talk about the next game.
Okay, first, how I'll kind of feel bad for Big Ben if Tom retires.
I mean,
It'll just be
becomes an
funny because
afterthought.
it'll just
Do
be
they-
like, oh, Big Ben, okay, whatever.
Do they not vote Big Ben in the
he'll-
first year of eligibility just so he can kind of have a moment?
No.
So everyone's
No, he'll
like,
get
no one
out.
cares about you, Ben. Tom.
he's
okay.
He'll still be first ballot.
I know, but do they do him kind of a favor there? Bang.
No. And
See, I think that
then-
would be kind of a slap in the face.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
we go to
The game.
You could say he wasn't technically retired.
Bills
for one
Chiefs.
game.
Now, I do not like to be hyperbolic and exaggerate the best ever because everybody said that the Rams Chiefs game was the
Yeah.
best ever, and it was not the best regular season game ever. That game was
Then
very
18?
sloppy.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
super high
That
scoring.
game was so sloppy.
Yeah.
I personally, I think the Chargers Chiefs game that year that the Chargers won was a better game. It was a lot cleaner. It
That's
was
fair.
back and forth action.
That's fair.
There has to be defense and special teams in a game to classify it as the best ever.
Yeah.
However, that was an awesome game. Definitely definitely
One of the best ones I've
games
seen
of the
In a
weekend.
long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we got us talking about the best divisional round games ever. 05 Steelers Colts was awesome with the Jerome Bettis fumble. I know y'all don't remember that one. I do. And then the Miracle at Mile High, Joe Flacco walk-off touchdown.
That's fair.
That game was awesome. And
Jacoby
so,
Jones.
but
Shout out.
you put that one up there too. That was an incredible game. And I don't think this is hyperbolic to say. I definitely think this is what they've been begging for since Peyton retired. This is Manning and
The
Brady
next
2.0
rivalry.
Is it's Mahomes and Allen 100%.
And it's going to be that for a long time.
And you'll have a decade.
Hopefully.
You'll have a decade of it. Now, I will say this: I would love to see Mahomes have to win without Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. I
Well, he
it
will
would-
at some point because
Will he win?
He,
no, I mean he will have to
at
prove
some
that he
point.
can
That's what
at
I'm
some
saying.
point because they're going to be out of the NFL before him.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
I
of
mean,
the position they
Tyreek
play
will
and because
start,
of age.
like he'll start regressing and
In the next-
losing a little bit of speed.
So
I mean,
then
he'll
he'll
still be
3
burned,
years,
but
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Deshaun Jackson's never slowed down.
Yeah, he just can only play like plays a game.
he gets
Yes,
hurt.
but
And Kelsey's like
Hurts his hamstring every
but
day.
Kelsey's already over 30.
Kelsey will
Was he like
lose that
32?
wiggle
I think so,
that he
yeah.
has.
He doesn't
I
have
think
that
the
many
coolest
years
thing
left.
about the offensive explosion was that it was Gabe Davis and not
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
doing it.
Oh, they took Diggs away.
They did take Diggs.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
I think they could have done better about getting him involved, but
Yeah,
But also,
Um,
they didn't try to force anything to Diggs
No,
either.
no,
They
I
just took what they
and that's
did.
on Allen too.
I just
like,
think
he's-
I think the biggest issue, the Bills' biggest issue, and you can point to the end of the game. That was like, congrats, like yeah, the Chiefs went however far in 13 seconds. That had more to do with the Bills' absolute systematic failure
Breakdown
of
on
coaching
defense.
than anything else. But I think the Bills lost the game early in the game when their defense was getting stops and the offense was doing jack shit against a terrible, terrible Chiefs defense without their
Tyrann
one of
Matthew.
their most important players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
their best secondary player.
Yeah, and so I think that's when the game got lost. You should have been up on the Chiefs earlier in the game,
Yeah.
and you weren't. And then that's why you draft Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Is for that right there. He brings you back. You're never out of a game anymore.
That was, I mean, from start to finish, that was a
It was an
very fun
incredible
game
game.
to watch.
Yeah, it was incredible. I was in a group chat with 2 Bills fans, and I'm gonna tell you something. It was electric until it wasn't.
Yeah. I felt bad.
I
man.
felt
I did too.
terrible because they're so doom and gloom now. They're like, I think that was our best chance. I don't know if we'll get back.
It's
And I'm
like-
like, dude, you've got the quarterback. You will get
You
back.
got the most
Oh,
important
100%.
thing.
You will get back. Now, some things I am kind of curious about with Buffalo going forward.
They're going to lose.
So they've drafted Gregory Rousseau. They drafted Espinosa. They drafted Ed Oliver. They've drafted Tremaine Edmonds. These are just front seven players.
Yeah. How old's
And
Milano? He's
I don't know,
30-ish.
27, I think. He's still good and young.
Noah is an idiot.
Yeah, he is. But I know, at least coming from Buffalo's camp, they're not very happy with Tremaine Edmonds.
Really?
They don't think he has done what he is supposed to do. My question is, would Buffalo take a page from Dallas's book? They drafted Micah Parsons to be a backer, and they've turned him into an edge rusher. I wonder if Tremaine could do the same. 6'5", 250, he has the size, he's freakishly fast.
Yeah.
I don't know how his moves and stuff are, but...
Well, Parsons was an edge rusher coming out of high school.
Yeah, but...
I know,
was drafted
it's
as a
different.
linebacker.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, he had at least done that before. I don't know if Edmonds has played
I mean,
on the
if
line.
you're that big, I'm sure you have. But I don't know. That's just some interesting stuff to think about. They have to have, in my opinion, I think they need to trade and get Chandler Jones for the last couple of years of his career and just unleash him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let Russo learn a little bit from him too.
They like Rousseau, and I think Rousseau's good. I think Espinosa just hadn't really turned into what they're wanting to yet. I think it's year 2 for him. So
I think he's more of a rotational guy.
Be patient, and that's another thing that they don't like. I didn't know this about Buffalo. Apparently, Frazier rotates those guys too much, and they're very unhappy about that. They don't let their starters on the D-line play as much, and so I don't know.
I love his dunks.
Another thing I've heard is that they think Frazier might go, and they are begging for Vic Fangio in Buffalo. Now that
would be good.
would be nasty.
What about B-Flow?
As what?
Just get him.
Just get him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would go there as a DC. He would just go back home. At least I would hope.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But it was an amazing.
He could
It was an
change.
amazing game. Very amazing game. Glad to see Jerick McKinnon playing well again.
Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. It's just awesome.
What else can you say?
Yeah.
It
That's
was
fun.
incredible.
Yeah.
Harrison Butker bounced back, hitting that field goal at the end.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill should have got the 15-yard penalty for taunting.
That's
No,
true.
I'm glad they didn't.
But I'm glad
I
they
know,
did.
but he should have.
I don't understand
Well,
why
here's
the
my thing.
inconsistency is with it.
Like either don't call it in the regular season and don't call it in the playoffs, or
call it both.
call it in both.
Yeah, that was my argument with it.
Because I just remember him having the glove with the peace sign, so he couldn't get called for.
It's also like this and this. That's kind of the same thing.
Nah, it's the manner.
That's
of what
like-
happens.
He's just holding up 5. This means see ya.
It's bad podcasting.
Yeah.
That's
so
my argument
next,
with it. Was
so
just
the
call it.
upcoming games. Do we
Upcoming
wanna talk
games.
about 'em?
There's only 2.
I'm.
All right, let's go in
Let's
order,
just-
though. Chiefs. You want to do
Chief,
Like,
I
pick?
just say let's just turn it into our picks. Yeah.
Okay.
and talk about the games as we pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
Because that's easy to do because there's only 2
I've
games.
got mine and my props ready to go.
Go ahead.
So,
separate them
say
out.
your pick.
Yeah.
And
Say
then,
your picks for this.
like a
picks
short-
and props.
I got
Yeah.
you.
Say picks and props. And
Then
we'll talk
what you
about
think.
it.
Yeah.
So I've got the Chiefs to win. I don't know what the odds are. What are they?
They're
It's a 7.
minus
They're
7.
minus 7.
But what's the money line
Minus
odds?
340.
All right, give me Chiefs minus 7. Reason why, they jumped fast on the Bengals the last time they played, and then they kind of faltered.
Mm-hmm.
If the Bengals don't start fast, I do not think they will win this game. They're going to have to start fast. So now the Chiefs D-line is nothing like the Titans D-line, so I'm not worried about that at all.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to start fast.
They can't have a repeat of Week 15 or whatever.
They can't have a repeat of last week.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to.
No, I was talking about when they played the
Yeah,
Chiefs
yeah.
and went down 28.
But they've got to get going early. I'm just going to stick with the trend of whatever team wins in the regular season typically loses the next time around. Mainly because I've seen New England do it twice to the Giants. So I will go with the Chiefs. Sure, minus 7. I'll take it. And then for Rams, I almost said Rams Bucks. Rams Niners.
He can do his props after.
I'm going to go with the Rams just because I would love to see Matt Stafford in the Super Bowl. And then for my props, I'm going to go Cam Akers touchdown anytime. I'm going to go Mahomes over whatever his touchdowns are going to
I'll
be.
tell you.
It's
Probably
2.5 last week. I'm assuming it's the same.
Oh, that's the wrong game.
I'm assuming it's gonna be 2.5 again because there's no way
It's,
they would bump
it's
it to
not.
3.5.
I don't think it's out yet. But
3.5
You
is
Touchdowns?
Okay.
Passing
Mahomes
touchdowns?
over on the passing
Most
touchdowns.
games are 1.5 for Mahomes. It's usually 2.5.
it's probably not out yet. But
Okay.
we'll knock
I
that
don't
in.
see the. Yeah.
Just
But,
over. That's what I did last
and
week. I just said
then-
over whatever for
Yeah.
passing.
I've got 2 deep cut picks. You
Oh,
ready? Give me a DeMarcus Robinson touchdown
Okay.
interesting.
in that game. And then 49ers Rams, give me a Van Jefferson touchdown. You can parlay them together for the Gator parlay.
Okay.
Are you doing the Gator parlay? Or are you
I'll do
doing
it.
Separate?
I'll do it the Gator parlay. In
So
fact,
for the pod, you're doing that as 2 separate.
Two
props.
separate.
Yeah, but he's gonna. Yeah.
I like that. I
Okay,
like
do you
that.
want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. I like, and for the Bengals and Chiefs, I like
The
over
board.
54.5. I don't like really either team's defense, so I'm going to go with the over in that
I
game.
think Matthew's going to be back this week.
But
Still
Stafford,
today. No. Tyrann.
still, I like the over. Also in that game, I like a Kelsey touchdown. I think a lot of people are going to score with the Chiefs.
That last touchdown he got, it hit my parlay for me.
And then
Christian
also,
too.
Because Mahomes threw it.
No, because I needed the Bills to win.
Yeah,
Alright.
mine hit because Mahomes threw it.
all right,
Oh, yeah, I get that.
off the wall pick,
That was his turd.
off the wall pick.
no. We're doing props.
Put it
Yeah,
on the wall,
but it's
though.
a kind of a wild prop.
Oh.
First drive result,
Oh.
offensive touchdown.
Does it matter which team?
No, it doesn't matter which team gets the ball first. Offensive touchdown.
Okay.
That's at plus 230.
That's electric. How about Dante Allen's put back on?
So going on to the Rams and 49ers, I like the Rams minus 3.5. I think the Rams are the best team in the NFC. I've said that all year.
I'll have to check the tape on that.
You can. I have.
Well, I'll have to check.
And then I like, it's the Rams and the Bucks all year. But
Well, okay, so now it's changing.
Transcript.
Now it's changing.
November
Hey, we'll
13th,
go back.
2021.
we'll go back and look.
I do not think the Rams are the best team in the NFC this year. Mason Drew.
If I check the
They
tapes,
just read it.
if I check the tapes and find where you said a different NFC team was the best in the NFC, will you bees for the next pod?
That looks like a no. Let's just.
No.
I'm not going to do it then.
We'll debate. Okay, then I like, and also in that game, 2 props. I like Tyler Higbee over 39.5 receiving yards.
Okay.
Tight end spot. And then I like Cam Akers under 59.5 rushing yards. I think it's going to be more of a split backfield. I know he got 24 carries last week. 24 for 48, maybe?
Could be, I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But I think he also fumbled. I think it might give him a little doghouse, maybe a little bit more split carries for next week. Under
Well, he's fumbled in each of the games that he's played.
Exactly, under 59.5.
You think that's maybe because of his injury?
I don't know.
I mean, unless his Achilles is holding the ball, no.
That was the joke. That was a joke there, too.
Okay,
Because he
so
doesn't have any
for
Achilles.
my picks,
Rude.
I've,
You know you want to.
I think I'm hopping back on the Chiefs -7 train.
I mean, when you hopped off, you lost.
Well, they had lost the week before.
Well, that's neither here
So-
nor there.
But anyway, yeah.
No, they
Chiefs-
covered against the Steelers.
I know, but I'm talking about like the last week of the season.
That's true.
And then I hopped back on for
Yeah,
the
you did.
for the Steelers game,
Yeah,
and then I
you
hopped
did.
back off. I'm just hopping on and off.
Do I have a story about that?
Oh, let's save it.
Yeah, save it so I can
I
like
don't
after
know
the
if I
picks.
even want to put it on this.
Okay.
Well,
that's fair.
then we won't. You tell me later, though.
Yeah. Holy cow! I forgot that was a deep cut memory right there.
I don't know what it's gonna be.
Going off the rails on a crazy train is what I'm saying.
I'm gonna say.
You get it, though.
I'm also gonna say Kelsey
That actually
touchdown.
ties into the story. I mean, that's always a safe bet.
Yeah.
Sometimes he doesn't, though.
Actually, no, this year it hasn't been a safe bet.
It really hasn't.
It was last week, though.
Yeah. It quite literally was.
Gabe Davis touchdown?
You can't.
Unfortunately.
I'm also. I don't know, man. I can't decide between
We can come
a
back to
couple
you.
of these. I'm just gonna pick one.
Do
I'm
it.
just gonna say Mahomes over on his passing yards, over 285.5.
285.5.
Okay. Then I've got, as much as I want to pick the Niners, because I want a Jimmy G revenge Super Bowl, I gotta go Rams
Against who?
against Mahomes.
Because that one that he lost.
Oh.
Yeah, revenge Super Bowl.
Oh. I thought he's like playing the Patriots or something.
No. Like
No.
revenge against Mahomes.
Oh.
The Chefs.
I got Rams minus 3.5. I've got Kittle anytime touchdown.
Wow, you're
Today.
riding the tight
I'm
ends.
riding the tight ends. I love tight ends.
I think they're going to run a lot. I don't know how many.
That doesn't mean he can't score a touchdown.
I don't think how many times he's going to get the ball.
I mean, he could get it one time and score a touchdown.
Ice on like the toenail of a toe. And it hurts.
And then Debo over 42.5 rushing yards.
It's a lot of rushing.
All right.
He had, it was 38.5 last week, and he had 39
That's fine.
He knows the number.
against a worse rush defense.
All right, so
I don't know.
are we?
It's a different kind of game.
I have no
Yeah.
idea who they play.
Very
I
different
forget.
game.
Everything
Averages.
I've
Oh yeah.
everything I've
I
read
don't
said
know if that's even true.
everything I've read said that all three of these guys are going to play. But are we worried a little bit that Trent Williams, George Kittle, and Deebo Samuel limped off the field last game?
No.
No.
I'm not
We're
worried
not
about
concerned.
it. No.
Okay,
I'm not concerned about
They'll
Debo
slap
or
some
Kittle
dirt on it or something.
or Trent Williams.
just making sure.
Kyle Shanahan's got some dirt for him or on him or around him or.
I'm just
up
making
him.
sure that we weren't worried,
Yeah.
guys. I'm a little.
Oh,
I mean,
don't know.
put their
This
feet
looks-
in some
This
dirt.
looks tempting right here too.
which one?
Odell over on his receiving yards.
But
Was
what's
it
the
60?
50.5. I'm gonna switch to that.
Yeah, do
I like
that. If I said 60
Instead of
and it
who?
was 50 and a half.
Instead of the Debo rushing yards.
number? Okay.
So Odell over 50.5 receiving yards.
Odell over.
Yeah.
Overdell.
He's back.
Over Hill or Dale.
First drive touchdown.
Switch that.
Okay, that's mine. So
Picks and props.
I did.
P's and P's.
Yeah.
I know that was your P's and
Oh, I
P's.
thought you said pick some props.
No,
I was
picks
like,
and
well,
props.
I just did. But
P's
Will.
and P's.
I'm riding the Bengals.
Okay.
Like a Indian, I'm riding the Bengals.
like +7 or
Careful.
money line.
We're going to 7-Eleven after.
Come on.
I was tempted to, but I can't.
I'm going. I mean, it's a hard one
Yeah.
because, but
Seven's just a lot of points in a
Yeah.
playoff game.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm going Jamar Chase anytime touchdown score. Because he didn't do it last week. I don't know if he did it the week before either.
I don't remember.
Against
the Raiders.
I don't think he did.
I'm not.
It was Mixon and someone else.
I know Mixon scored, but yeah.
Jamar Chase anytime touchdown score. And
Come on.
I'm going to go.
There we go.
You can't pick a Chiefs running back to score.
I know. I
Because
was
it could
gonna
be any of the three.
I was gonna do McKinnon, but I was like,
I'm going to do
well, it won't be Darrell Williams because he's a fumbler.
Byron Pringle
He
over on
fumbles
yards.
the bag.
What's Pringle's yards?
I don't know. You
I did McKinnon.
I did McKinnon last week.
I mean, he very well could. I just
That's not even an option.
Yeah, Van Jefferson receiving
Pringle
yards
isn't?
wasn't a thing this week.
Yeah. Whatever Pringle's yards are going to be, I'm going over on that.
okay.
I assume it's going to be like 25 and a half or something.
Yeah.
What if it's 28.5? Would you still take it?
No.
Well, what are you going to pick if it's 28.5?
Well, it just kind of sucks. That
You'll stick with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to have to. I said I would. I mean, I did with Jamar Chase last week with 77 and a half, and he went over it.
That's true. He did.
And then Rams minus 3.5.
Okay.
I'm going Elijah Mitchell anytime touchdown scorer. And Juwan Jennings over on yards.
Oh,
Just whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 deep cuts.
Repping your guy.
Yeah.
Chris Mack's getting fired tonight. Very happy. All right, my picks. Chiefs -7, obviously.
Yeah, that's your standing.
Still
pick.
picking that. Patrick Mahomes over 285.5 passing yards.
Okay.
Here's a fun one that's on not the book I bet, but on a different book that people on this podcast bet. Burrow and Mahomes to combine for over 600 passing yards, plus 150. Taking that prop. Jerick McKinnon, anytime touchdown, plus 145. And then inspired by Gabe Davis, T. Higgins over 68.5 receiving yards, minus 114. Gabe Davis, T. Higgins. They have similar names,
Yeah.
so I'm taking that.
They do.
And then, like we said earlier, 49ers are 6-0 against the Rams. A lot of people say the Rams are due. I say if you beat a team 6 times, why can't you beat them 7 times? But I'm also taking the points. 49ers plus 3.5.
Okay. That's
Man,
fair.
I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit on the money line though. I'm gonna sprinkle a little money line. Sprinkle on that money line. Who just airballed?
Just sprinkle on it, dude.
I'm gonna guess Dante out. No, it's Davion Mins. That's okay. You can do whatever you want. John Harbaugh is nearing an extension with the Ravens.
Oh, okay. I was really confused because I just heard Harbaugh and my mind went to Jim. And I was like, he's not the coach of the Ravens.
Well, John though.
Yeah, I got it now. Ooh. I was about to bet on the Warriors, but Draymond's out. So.
I've got a couple bets going right now.
You want Kentucky tonight?
They are a part of it.
What about some college basketball talk?
Bang.
Dude? Anybody want to?
Bang!
Tennessee just beat
I can't think of
LSU,
anything that happened this weekend in college basketball
and
that anyone would
the
want to talk
funny
about.
thing is they actually scored 3 less points in their win than they did in their loss. But LSU scored 34 less.
Yeah.
Let's do something fun right now, and then we'll come back and fact check it. Can somebody please put this in their phone?
Let's all tweet out
No, stop,
fire
stop,
like
stop.
light.
Well, we'll just record it.
That's fun.
Yeah. All right. That's fine too.
Yeah, no, we'll just record
It's
it.
I just
about
want-
a 47.
I just want somebody to put it in their phone. That way we have them.
Okay.
Okay. Nobody's gonna do that. That's fine. Sure. Put this in your phone when you hear this.
It's.
okay?
I mean, it's.
Well, you tell me what we're doing, and I will tell you.
Final 4 picks right now.
Okay, I'll put them in
Okay.
my Excel file.
He'll. Yeah.
I'll
Go
put it
first.
in my file. of
Go
picks.
first, Oakley.
Well, I'm not ready.
You're not ready?
No,
Okay, I got my.
I got to think about it.
I'm gonna go. My final 4 picks.
Can I do one Final Four, and then I'll pick my other 3 later because I'm ready on one.
Oh, just let me go. I'm
Okay,
not ready.
that makes more sense here.
So, I like Kentucky, Gonzaga, Baylor, and this is the one I have had the hardest time with. I think I'm going to go Texas Tech.
Okay.
I think they battle really well. And then my alternate, Kansas.
I have mine ready. I'm going Gonzaga. I hate Gonzaga, but whatever. I'm going Wisconsin.
I was gonna
Oh,
pick
good
Wisconsin.
pick.
I was thinking
Good
Wisconsin.
I'm going Arizona. I'm jumping back on the Arizona train.
Arizona's a good one. Arizona's a good one.
From when they had Ayton and what's his name?
Yeah, no, that is.
Sean Miller.
Alonzo Trier. I was very wrong about that team. And then I'm going to go Kentucky as well.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have theirs ready?
I'm
I
gonna
just
go.
said
I
4
could
I'm gonna
teams.
go Kentucky
Okay.
because
Why is everyone picking Kentucky?
I think
Shea
Shea
Wei's a
plays.
beast, dude.
I mean that kind of defense and
The other guys are just going to get better.
like that just plays.
And like that Julius Randle Kentucky team just got hot. So
And
like,
also-
why can't this team do it?
They are the only team to make Tennessee's defense look silly.
Borderline pitiful.
Yes, that's what silly means.
No, I know.
And I want you to know that I'm saying Kentucky to jinx them.
I know you are. That's all I said. Why is everyone picking Kentucky? Because I knew what you were doing.
Virginia. I actually have no idea if Virginia's even good this year.
I haven't watched much Virginia,
All right.
but I mean,
All right.
Okay, I'm
I
going
don't,
Kentucky,
I don't know that.
Texas Tech,
I watched.
Gonzaga, and Villanova.
Okay, I'm going
Those are all people that tend to
not in
close to.
order of anything,
Yeah.
but the number one overall seed, Kentucky. So not in any order. Not going to be the number one overall seed. I'm just joking. But Kentucky,
No
I think
Jinx not going with
UCLA
after that?
huh?
No Jinx not going with after that?
No, I'm pretty confident. Especially because there's a pretty good chance that Shaden Sharp starts playing like this week. I don't know. Anyway, so Kentucky, he signed another NIL deal today for $2.5 million. He hasn't played a second of basketball.
Wow.
Kentucky, that's his second multi-million-dollar NIL deal.
So it's not a big deal.
Kentucky, obviously.
Okay.
We had our two top recruits picked as McDonald's All-Americans.
Okay, you got Kentucky.
Kentucky's Final Four, one of my Final Four picks. UCLA,
Okay.
I think Johnny Juzang picks up his scoring. He's been kind of bad this half
Kind
of
of
the
like
season.
on a cold streak. Like a
Yeah.
slump.
Former Kentucky Wildcat.
But he's a Bruin.
He is a Bruin right now, and that's why I think he's heating up.
that was good. Okay, what are your other
I
two?
did hear that.
Wisconsin.
He said he's heating up, and then he said Johnny Juzang for former Kentucky Wildcat, and I said he's a Bruin now, and then he said that's why I think he's heating up.
Like a pot of coffee.
Yeah.
Percolate. This is kind of a flyer because I do think that they're a one-man show, but Wisconsin,
He's good though.
I do think they're a one-man show. And that doesn't really play in March. And so I'm unpicking and then repicking. I'm still going with no.
Just none of us are gonna get these right.
I know.
Probably
Wisconsin.
So,
Okay.
All right.
And then Kansas.
yeah. Okay.
Kansas
I
is
thought
my
about
other
going
one. Kansas, I
don't know
I
enough about
believe Kansas has the most quad one wins right now, and I think that they are like 8-1 on neutral or road sites, which is really good.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
then that's stuff that plays in March.
Yeah.
All right.
It also the net ranking that'll play in their seeding. They'll get a better path to the. Kentucky actually will have a terrible path. I'm assuming, but because I think they're going to fall in the net ranking where they're the last two, or the second or the first
Second.
three. They're going to be the last two or the first three, and that's one of the toughest routes. That's another air ball.
All right.
Okay.
So my picks are Gonzaga, Kentucky, UCLA, and Purdue.
Ooh, Purdue. I like it.
I'm about
You
to
look like you're
roast
about to say
Judson.
I was. Everyone says that mean about Dante Allen, but I'm not going to.
Also, I just made a.
I did under my breath say freaking Dante Allen like that. I don't like him.
I just made a parlay, an NBA parlay.
Did you?
Yeah, Mavs and Warriors over 212.5 because Draymond's out. That affects the Warriors defense greatly.
Stinks.
Hey, all of our listeners out there,
Yeah.
I have
What's up?
I have a challenge for you guys.
Challenge me.
There's this new
No.
worldwide phenomenon going on called Wordle, and I want you to follow Oakley on Twitter and every single day
But I won't see
tweet at him your
I'm gonna tweet
your
about that.
your Wordle.
We gotta say his handle though.
What's your handle, Oakley?
At Oakley Starling
That's not it. I'm gonna
24.
Tweet. I need to tweet. Why did you just tweet that at me?
But I also had Hornets -2,
What
Magic
are you
money
tweeting?
line, Bucks money line.
Tom
on my
Crean.
parlay.
Oh.
It's definitely gonna hit.
See like what game it was.
I know it's when he cooked it in the air.
Oakley's Twitter hashtag handle thing is at Oaktree18. OAKTREE18.
Made that when I was in 8th grade.
He's gonna gain 1 follower.
I bet I don't.
You can also tweet it to
Sherm
the
will follow you.
official Jocks of the Round Table Twitter account
Yeah,
at
I'm gonna remember.
BSSPORTSBOOK. That's not right. That's
I'm gonna
what
actually
Oakley
remember to
sent to
post
us.
this one on Twitter as well. So
Why
I'm
is
tweeting at that Auburn guy again.
yeah.
For some reason, when I sat right there, this controller would not work. I move right here, it works just fine.
At Jocks Roundtable, JOCKSROUNDTABLE.
Yeah. I couldn't put
Three
the-
5-letter words. And then if you take out the of the and just combined it, since they're both articles, that's still a 5-letter word.
I'm tweeting at this guy right now. I'm not paying attention to you and your 5-letter words.
Also, Oakley has this chronic inability to speak English words, so that's why he needs you to send the actual wordles, everything that you also include in your guesses, so he can just expand his vocabulary.
Also, today when I was doing mine, first off, John Alex said that his first guess was teams, and so I saw where the letters were, and I just used that to help me. And then you said what you had been using, which I didn't really, because I already knew there was an A in it. But
So
I was
cheated.
sitting there on the fourth one, and I was like,
I tweeted that like 5 times.
I had the S, I had
The
The
U
A
and
and
the
the
G
R.
and the AR.
We're not doing this.
No,
we're
I
not.
had-
This is not. We're not
just listen,
doing
I had the
this.
S and the A and the R.
In the right
And
place.
I was like, yeah. And I was like, going through, and I was like, what could this be? And I was like, there has to be a vowel in there. And it was only you that was left. And I went through.
Yeah, you're right.
I
I
went
am the
through
only one left.
all the all the consonants, and I was like, Sutar. Sutar. Suyar. I said Sugar.
Sugar.
And I had to stare at it for
So the
5
word today was
minutes.
sugar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to stare at it, and I was like, "Oh, it's sugar." I'm an idiot. But I finally got it.
Should I do it and just put
Sugar.
sugar as the first one? No, because then I've played it.
Yeah,
I was gonna do it as the first one and just get around the first guess and then.
I mean,
send
you
it.
should have played it already. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
you're welcome for
I'm
getting
not gonna
on
play
that.
it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Shout out Mason.
Yeah, shout out
Caroline Miller for telling me about it.
Shout out Big If True. That's his gamer tag.
I need this guy to block me.
Yeah, John Alex made it. John Alex made it.
So just for everyone to know, I'm trying to get blocked by someone again.
But in all
You're
honesty,
addicted to getting blocked.
There's nothing better than getting
Oakley
blocked
did
by
share with
someone.
us how he hates that people just share their wordles.
Yeah, it's annoying to me.
And I've
there's-
gotten everybody on this
I'm trying to
podcast to
think.
send it every
That's
single
why
day.
I just send it to us.
I know, but I
would
did it on
tweet
purpose.
So here's the
to
thing,
get
is
that
like-
every day.
No, it's
I'm trying to think,
when you do it, I'm like, oh yeah.
Like, even when everyone was playing the same games, when they were playing Subway Surfer, when they were playing Temple Run, when they were
Yeah,
playing
remember words with
Word
They
with
have
Friends,
to. It's like
no one
draw
was
something.
tweeting out
Oh, yes,
or
they
posting
were.
on Facebook. Were they really?
Dude, I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember seeing
Are you
Subway
serious?
Surfers
Temple
and
Run?
shit.
Yeah. Are you serious?
I mean, we talked about
I've
Temple
never
Run all the
seen
time,
this
but I never
ever.
saw
They don't show up on your list.
the only thing that showed up on my Twitter back then was anti-joke Tyrone and Phil Werrell.
Tell you the thing I've noticed. Look,
I just
Dude,
don't-
RIP those accounts.
I used to
And
follow.
Funny Pick Depot. Funny Pick
You know,
Depot.
Phil Werrell was started by a guy that went to Brentwood High
this
School,
guy.
Oh,
You know how I know
and he
that it was
sold
a
it
thing?
for like $100,000.
That's awesome.
Is because I did it.
Look.
No. I think this guy's like a.
What?
Oh my gosh.
How did you find that so quickly? What year? 2012.
I don't tweet very
Did you
often.
search?
Oh,
I was gonna say, did you search it?
I reply to people a lot. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
I got blocked by the Louisville ESPN radio guy, and I'm working on this Auburn fan right
That's
now.
awesome.
Here's
Mocked
a-
Meatloaf.
I've never.
So
at that.
that was on the bulletin board at my church in Auburn. I took that. I think when I graduated high school.
High school. That
That
was
was
that your senior picture?
That was my first grade picture,
Oh,
and
okay.
it was on there since 2003,
That's hilarious.
and I took it in 2015.
Wow.
We're proud of you, honor roll student.
I don't think I've
Like-
ever been blocked by somebody on Twitter.
Well, I mean, you have to know, like, you have to look. Like, it doesn't tell you unless you go to their page and look.
I mean, that's
As
fair.
far as I know, my only one is this
I just-
Louisville ESPN radio guy.
I've never really done anything to be blocked by somebody.
Well, so I'm intentionally trying to get blocked by
I know. Like
Yeah.
I just.
I'm telling you right now.
I've never
Who's the target this
intentionally
month?
So here's the deal. This guy, I'd seen a couple of his tweets on Saturday leading up to the game. He's a blue check mark. I don't really know anything else about him. But he tweeted at, and I know you don't like him, he tweeted at Matt Jones 6 or 7 times after the game, saying really like stuff that didn't make any sense. It's like, brag about the win. Like, I get that. He wasn't bragging. He was just saying all this weird stuff. And so Matt Jones quote tweeted him and said, like, hey, everyone, because he has significantly more followers than this guy. He's like, hey, everyone, this guy's tweeted me 6 times and he wants attention, so give him attention. And people were bodying him. And so I jumped in on it. I was like, and that's when I texted y'all. I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get blocked by someone again. So I tweeted it. I ratioed him a lot. Just tweet different things, all centering around the word ratio.
Yeah.
It's one of the most. I picked it up from the Yak.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Ratio, good word for.
That would be my word. If I played
that is a
Wordle, that would
great
be my word.
That's a great first guess.
So I just
I might start doing that.
repetitively tweeting that at him, and so he replied to me like 2 or 3 times, and I stuck with the ratio thing.
I remember,
And I
you
don't
did
think
the
he
Wordle
really
thing.
knew. He did. Oh, I did the whirl thing too. But when
Yeah.
he replied to me, he said, like, did you enjoy that loss, Oakley? And I said, did you enjoy this ratio, Blake? And he said, my alma mater is going to be the #1 ranked team on Monday. I think I can handle a Twitter ratio. And I said, this ratio is going to be the #1 ranked team on Monday. It was so funny to me. Like, I was sitting there by myself on my couch tweeting stupid things at this guy and, like, audibly
That is
laughing.
funny. That is funny.
It was so funny to me.
If
so
I
then
was doing
yesterday,
that, I would probably think I was hilarious as well.
then yesterday, a coworker of mine who's a Kentucky fan messaged me on our like instant message thing. I was like, "Hey, I saw you getting into a Twitter fight yesterday or Sunday," and I was like,
That was
"Yeah,
yesterday.
it was pretty funny."
Yesterday.
Well, no, it was Monday.
I know, it was yesterday's yesterday.
Monday's yesterday because it was Saturday, and it was 2 days
No,
removed. from
you said yesterday, but you were talking
Yeah,
about
yesterday.
Monday, which was yesterday.
Yeah,
So Sunday.
Saturday though. It's when the
So
Twitter
yesterday's
fight happened.
yesterday's.
The back. It wasn't really a fight. It was a back and forth. I
Was
clearly
it
won.
kerfuffle?
No, I was
A
ratioing.
brouhaha.
No, but I was ratioing him. No.
Okay.
This is the thing.
Brouhaha, great word.
Yeah.
Not
That's
5.
too many. Yeah.
Can't use it on
But
Wordle.
it's still a great word.
But it was.
I didn't say
it was
great
very
word for
funny.
Wordle. I just said it was a great word.
She was like, she said that she had seen like a couple of Matt Jones' tweets about it, and she clicked on one, and like the first thing was me and this guy going back and forth like 3 or 4 times, and I was like, yeah, it was funny though. She's like, then I clicked on his profile, and there were like 10 more, and I was like, yeah, I tweeted him a lot. He hasn't blocked me yet. Then the coup de grace, he went in and deleted all of his tweets to me. It's like, dude, what?
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
So now I just look crazy, which I understand I probably do to begin with, but we get what's going on. I'm sure no one else gets it, but like, he deleted all the tweets about it. It was just annoying. But I wasn't, so I saw it and I was like, oh, this guy's an idiot. And then I scrolled down and he mocked Meatloaf's death, and I was like, this is my next target. I locked in the.
This is a different guy.
This is the guy from Saturday.
Oh, okay. I thought. Okay.
He's my
What if
target.
he doesn't ever block you out of
The Auburn
he knows
guy.
that you're trying to get blocked?
I tweeted at the Louisville guy 36 times.
The Auburn guy
In
mocked
2 weeks.
Meatloaf.
He mocked Meatloaf's death.
Yeah.
Mocked his death.
Okay. Yeah. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, he did. Not cool.
Frick that guy.
Yeah, well, so he's
Not Meatloaf.
in my sights. I think I've tweeted at him more the last 3 days than I did the Louisville guy to begin with. Overall, I tweeted at the Louisville guy more. Tweeted him 36 times in 2 weeks. And he blocked me.
That's a lot of tweets. But it's funny.
I was obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And now I'm back. It's so much fun. That's my
Back.
fully torqued. I didn't
So,
say it at the
that's
beginning,
fun.
but it is.
My fully torqued is
I
actually
know
going to
what
be
yours
a opposite of fully torqued. I think I said that last week, and you guys said fully flaccid. I didn't like that, but it's fully
I watched
torqued.
Spider-Man Homecoming. Go ahead.
What'd you think?
Pretty good, right?
No, you go ahead and finish your thought, and then I'll say it.
Okay.
So
You want to go see Not Coming Home?
I'm not to that yet.
Coming
Well, I'm not going to say it.
I'm saying all of this now
Make a
in
kidnapping
anticipation
joke,
that
but I'm not
Oakley
going
is
to.
just going to interrupt me whenever he feels like
I'm not going to interrupt you.
That's like
saying
Go ahead.
his review. It's quite literally a fully torqued because for the 3rd time in the last calendar year, I blew a tire
Listen, don't ever say I don't do anything for you.
and also put a hole in it, like driving down the road. but I hit a pothole
It's either you get a
and
second team or I
blew a
get
tire,
a
and then I had to
second
torque
team. Doesn't
the
matter.
lug
I'm not
nuts
gonna change
really
it.
hard to put the spare
But I
on.
don't want to
So
put two.
Did you stand on it?
no, I'm just really strong, as one of my friends would say.
That's a right card.
He's strong.
But also, I had insurance on it, so it actually cost me $0 to get a brand new tire.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's what I'm
So
trying
live,
to do it on, is
guy tweeted back at me again.
based on-
Have you considered therapy?
Well, Downs playing
It's been 3 days.
zero.
I would suggest therapy if this is a thing you are still returning to. Have you considered this ratio?
No, have you considered returning to this ratio?
No, but he just
Have you
said,
considered
I'm just
therapy
doing the
for
first
this
sentence.
ratio?
Oh,
Have you considered this
Therapy
ratio?
for this ratio.
The toughest one.
No, but that I'm just replacing one word with
I know,
this
but-
ratio, though.
Okay. Well, maybe he needs to go to therapy for it.
I might need to.
So what'd you think of
Rough.
Homecoming?
I just want this guy to block me.
Okay, but
That's all I can think about ever.
what'd you think of Homecoming?
I liked Michael Keaton a lot.
Yeah, he's
That was
great.
fun.
Great villain.
Because I'm trying to remember a movie where he's like a big movie that I've seen where he's been like the bad guy.
He was technically the bad guy and the other guys.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He never let them do their job.
Well, but at the end he did. It's
And
like
he-
a redemption arc.
He denies that he's quoting TLC.
That makes him the bad guy, so that's true. Batman, he's obviously not the bad guy.
he
But,
is to the villains.
it's a point of view.
I'm hoping that the other ones are better because that one was fine. I thought that one was
That
just
one,
fine.
I think that one's really good.
I thought it was.
The second one is fine.
I mean, I like the second one a lot too. I think
Yeah.
the first one's better.
Here's the thing: I wish it was more removed from the Avengers. I wish the Avengers weren't
That's
so
just
involved.
that's just the
I know.
story arc of
I know,
this
but because that's like
Spider-Man.
when that movie takes place. But it's like the Andrew Garfield and the Tobey Maguire ones. He was like by himself.
I know that's
He was just Spider-Man.
which after
He is a friendly
after
neighborhood
you
Spider-Man.
see No Way Home,
I know
you'll
that.
like.
Wait, not
You
coming
know Way
home?
Home?
Don't ruin it for him because I
I'm
already
not.
know.
I'm not
but
gonna
don't
say
ruin
it. I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
know.
saying
I need to go see Not Coming Home.
this is like an origin for him. This whole trilogy.
Whoa.
I
That's
know
not what I
that,
thought you
and
were
that's what
gonna
I'm
say.
saying. Like I like the other version of Spider-Man
He
better,
thought you were going to say
which I know,
Yeah,
which I know is going to come later.
yeah.
Origin.
That's what I'm saying right now.
But that's fair. I understand what you're saying.
If you would have watched it,
When it happened, probably would have had a different opinion of it.
yes.
Yeah,
My Fully Torqued is.
I think it's one of those movies
Uh,
where if it was like in the middle, because I'm watching it even. I know, but I'm watching like now that
Tony Stark
You're
is
like-
dead.
you're
I'm
having
watching
to
it
catch
now
up.
that MCU is over.
Well,
Yeah, like Tony Stark.
I know
dead.
it's not, but like the
You're having to
Avengers
catch
MCU
up,
is over,
yeah.
and I'm trying to catch up to it. So I'm removed from that. Had I watched it in 2017,
Be
it'd be
different.
very
Because, I mean,
immediately after
that
Civil War, it'd be very
relationship that
different.
is built in Homecoming between Stark and Spider-Man is definitely why at the end of
Infinity.
Endgame, Tony
Endgame.
Stark did everything that he could.
Yeah. No, I
and
know
it
that.
was Mr.
I get
Stark,
that.
blah, blah, blah.
It would be very different.
Yeah, yeah. My Fully Torqued is.
It was like his Uncle Ben.
R.I.P.
Yeah. My Fully Torqued is
His Uncle
next
Tony.
episode of Attack on Titan is supposed to be one of the most mind-blowing things that
You're going to get your
you've
brain
ever
blown?
seen. I'm gonna get. Yeah.
Please.
I don't
He
know
tweeted
what
me
I'm fully
again.
torqued.
What's your goal here, Oakley? Please help me help you. Please let me help you achieve your dreams. I'm going to say, please let me help you achieve this ratio.
Surely he's getting close to blocking you.
He is,
Like,
'cause-
he has to be.
Because when I first read that, I
he's
thought
offering you help now.
I thought
He's
of just
got-
saying, I thought of saying block this ratio, telling him to block me, but I'm not going to do that.
'Cause it's
Please let
like-
me help you achieve this ratio.
Does everything you say have ratio in it with
Yes.
It has to. That's the whole point of it. It's so, dude. It is so much fun because what happens every single time I do it, and it's different for this guy because he's actually tweeting at me. Like with the Louisville guy, I would wake up. It'd be like 6 in the morning. First thing I did, I'm gonna get on Twitter. I gotta search this guy. I gotta find his tweets that he tweeted yesterday, and I have to reply to them. This guy, it's like he's just giving me. He's just giving it. He's tweeting at me. Like I don't have to go find him at all. I just
Yeah.
click on the little bell down there, and it's right there. But the best part is like I get a rush. Not really a rush. I get like excited seeing that he tweeted me,
Yeah.
Then I read what he said, and then I get this rush of like happiness, just finding a way to put the words "this ratio" into whatever he said.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
That's fair.
And I'm going to say this, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about this, unless he tweets at me again, which I'm sure he will during the pod. I am not taking a break between seeking out blocking targets. Once this guy blocks me, it's right to the next guy. Yeah, I think that's what I have to do. Let's continue this rush.
So this is number 2, right?
This will be. I don't want to.
Hopefully.
I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. But
No,
this
this
will
is
be block number
your
2.
attempt.
That's
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying. It's your
so-
second attempt.
Here's the other thing.
He's close.
Here's the other thing. I don't remember which Rocky movie it is.
3.
It
2.
might be. It's either 1, 2, 3, or 4. 'Cause I haven't seen the other ones.
What happened to that?
About Creed.
It's not in Creed. Those aren't Rocky movies.
But
He's
he's
in
in
it.
them.
Yeah, but they're Creed.
Well, he's also in Rocky 5. That's not a Rocky movie.
Which one's Rocky 5?
What about
The one with
Tropic
his son
Thunder?
and Tommy Thunder. Tommy,
I don't know.
I have
haven't
never seen that
so
one.
I hate it.
I don't view it as
It's
a
not
Rocky.
Why
boxing.
did you
it's
say
street fighting.
Tommy Thunder?
'Cause I think his
Never
name's
seen
Tommy
that
Thunder.
I don't view it as a
So
Rocky
me
movie.
saying Tropic Thunder
It had nothing to do with me saying Tommy Thunder.
But no, it also
We just happened. Yeah, when you said Tropic Thunder was when I was going to mention the guy in that movie that's named Tommy Thunder. What was I going to say? Oh, so there's one of them where the belt has 4 pictures out to the side.
Yeah.
So it's like the main.
I think-
Excuse me, not the belt. The title has the main thing.
I think
And then
that
picture.
I think that's continuous throughout the movies. I'm pretty sure.
It is?
I just watched Creed 2, and I'm pretty sure it had the same.
Okay.
At least there was a picture of his dad on it. I remember
So-
seeing that, so it's probably consistent.
I'm thinking of titling my first 4 blocks and getting a belt made with screenshots of the person's screen that says
That's a
so and so
lot.
blocked you.
That's
I
a
know
lot.
it's a lot. I know it is. But when we just
But
talked about
that's
this
fully-
weekend, I'm buying that Kramer portrait to put in my
That's
living room.
fully committing to it.
I know.
I mean, I respect it.
I know.
But when somebody higher than that blocks you,
Get a new title.
Or would you just get a
Get a-
bigger belt and
No.
add more?
you get
No,
another belt.
I think they need to go in phases. Like lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight.
Okay.
I'll have a light
Super
middleweight,
heavyweight.
Well, if we get there. If like
That's like,
like
Jay
if like
Gillis.
Joe Biden.
well, so I was gonna say no. I was gonna say the POTUS account, not Joe
Yeah,
Biden's
the
account, but the
POTUS
POTUS
account.
account. If the POTUS account ever blocks me, that would go on super heavyweight level. Yeah, this is lightweight stuff.
What about like
I'm
the
just kidding.
Twitter founder account?
I think he's off Twitter. Jack,
No, Jack's on Twitter.
is he?
Twitter's hilarious now.
No, but he's off Twitter now. No, he's not the person though. It's a different person.
Yeah, like he's not the yeah. Mason, what's your fully torch?
I don't know. I was sitting there debating. Like, I don't.
Just come up with something, man.
You know, I'm fully torqued
Fully.
for what I can't be fully torqued about football because the Titans are out. I'm sad still.
Ooh, but also like
It's still there's only 3 games left.
yeah.
I can't be fully torqued for Florida basketball because we're terrible. You know what I'm fully torqued about? Baseball America rankings came out today for college baseball. Florida is preseason ranked 6. There are 6 SEC teams in the top 10. It is going to be another good year.
Okay. I like
If you needed another fully torqued, the MLB and the MLBPA met
Oh,
second
yeah.
consecutive
And
day.
that
I see
actually-
that. They
They're
negotiating.
making concessions. They are
Yes.
making concessions.
Yes.
Although the concessions came yesterday, today.
Don't you think concessions is a little too early before the season?
Yeah, seriously. Let's get the game rolling before we grab a hot dog.
Yeah,
Come
right.
on.
It might be a little
Hey,
stale.
but if it stays locked out, college baseball on the rise a little bit, maybe.
No.
Probably not.
I love college
It's just
baseball.
because of the TV of it. I mean,
Well, but I'm saying, but those ESPN slots, they might start putting on college games.
They-
I think they'll put on more NBA games.
the beginning of the season, 100%.
End
End of
so
one
they made
season,
concessions
beginning
in
of
their
the other.
negotiations yesterday. Today, the owners
Also-
said that they are not afraid to skip, to push back regular season games. That's not good.
They're not going to take a national time slot and make it a very regional.
Whoops.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, that's
Regional
how.
sport.
I mean, college football was regional for forever.
So was baseball.
college football was better when it was regional.
Missouri's up 1.
Yeah, it's like 40.
With
Regional
with,
first,
with
then-
5.5 left.
Okay.
Oh, we might need to.
John Alex, what's your fully torch?
Smoking doobies, probably.
Jack Brown's Hamburgers.
Pretty good, huh? Did you go to the one over by my apartment?
He said it's the best.
Germantown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best hamburger in Nashville.
Best hamburger in
Wait,
Did you ever go to the one in
what other
Birmingham?
Place was?
No.
Y'all didn't go to the one in
He said
Birmingham?
it's better
As
than the
fast as
ground.
the ground.
Have
Does
you,
it? I like the ground
well,
though.
I'll go. I love good burger.
I'll go there again.
Hey,
Hit me up. I'll walk over
The
there.
thing you gotta ask. Don't put a damn pickle at the bottom of my basket of fries.
At the bottom?
Did they all taste like pickles?
Oh,
Did like your last fries all taste like pickle?
Didn't eat 'em.
yeah. No, I wouldn't touch them things.
Dude, I love pickles.
Oh.
Pickles aren't that bad though.
Luckily, it's been a while. I think you lost him.
You think you blocked me?
I think you lost him.
You think you blocked me?
Go look.
No, hasn't
No?
blocked me yet.
I meant like he's not going to reply to you anymore.
He didn't have to.
You just got to keep
Yeah.
tweeting at him until he blocks you.
It's a long.
It's
a
the long
process.
game.
What would be better, if he blocked you or if he quit Twitter?
Like, just deleted his
I need
account.
the screenshot. I need the screenshot that he blocked me.
Well, like, if...
What if it's this account has been deactivated?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa! 2 free throws in the ball, please.
Wait, what if hey, you think we could switch this?
Let me see what the time is on that game. 5 minutes left. Auburn's up 1. Yeah, you can switch it for the rest of that game.
Okay, well, that's the end of the podcast. Next week, we'll give you an update on whether Oakley has been blocked by this man.
No, we will drop an emergency podcast in the middle of the week.
Okay. Maybe a bonus pod. Probably not.
Might have to be a call-in
What's
pod.
funny is this podcast drops in the middle of the week, so
true.
it'll just be a normal.
Yeah. It'll just be next week's episode. But, yeah, we'll do it again next week.
Lord willing.
So we'll see you.